We're all hoping to reach a place within ourselves when we don't have to keep rushing. We don't have to keep firefighting and solving every single problem. You're hoping for inner peace. Are you willing to do the work for inner peace?
If you wish to practice meditation, but you feel like your mind is too cluttered, what tips could you give to somebody to help declutter their minds and come to a place where they can meditate in peace?
What is the mechanism that the mind creates clutter? I want us to be very clear on this. When you say declutter your mind, what you're really talking about is overthinking, constantly having things, lots of I love that analogy, lots of tabs open, right? And everything is hanging in the air. It's like all these spinning plates. I have to do all these things. Those are showing you something that you haven't necessarily correlated it to. What all those tabs are actually showing you is all the things that I'm attached to. I care about all of those things. I need all of those things to go well. I need to do things with my house. I need to do things with my kids. I need to make sure that my colleagues at work are doing the jobs that they're meant to do. I need to pay these bills. I need to do this. And I'd also like to do this work for the community. These are all the things that I care about, that I'm attached to. That's fine. You do need to do all those things. But is that overthinking all the time, always worrying about it? Is that serving you? Is that helping you? What happens when you have all those tabs open, and let's say you get to a point when you've solved this problem, this problem, this problem, and you're able to close all your tabs, then what? What are you hoping for? When you close all those tabs, you're hoping for new tabs? Or are you hoping to reach a point within yourself where you say, I don't want to open any more tabs. I'm okay, I'm happy. You're hoping to reach a space within yourself. The reason I know the answer is because it's true for all of us. We're all hoping to reach a place within ourselves when we don't have to keep rushing. We don't have to keep firefighting and solving every single problem. You're hoping for inner peace. Every one of us is hoping for inner peace. So the question is really, are you willing to do the work for inner peace? And if you're constantly thinking, then you have to allow yourself some time and saying, am I willing to sit and not think about those things all the time? And that's where you start to realize that actually the reason that you're overthinking is sometimes you're not willing to let go of all those things. And so what I do with meditation, one of the meditations that I do, is I visualize all the things that I carry around as though they're big rocks that I'm carrying in my bag. And I think, okay, I need to solve this problem. So what I do in my mind, I visualize all my work-related problems. It's like this heavy rock that I'm carrying here, right? I'm carrying it, I lift it out, and I literally visualize this as I sit and I close my eyes. I lift it out, and I say, I'm not able to solve all the work-related problems, and I'm not going to throw them away, I'm just going to put them down. So I'm not carrying them. And then I just think, okay, what is something else that I worry about? I worry about finances. I lift that big, I collect all my thoughts to do with finances. That doesn't mean I think about all of them. I visualize collecting all of them and I put it down. Okay, I don't need anything to do with that. Then what's the next thing? I worry about my family members. Okay, my problems are still going to be there. I'm allowing myself to take individually, step by step, all of these things down and say, I know I have to deal with all these things. I know that they're not going away. I'm not throwing them away. But right now, I'm allowing myself the space to simply put those things down. And can I sit in peace? And when I sit in peace, one thought comes back and another thought comes back and another thought comes back. This is why I came first with the question, what is the mechanism of overthinking? The mechanism of overthinking is the inner voice. Something else, something else. What about this? What about this? What about this? And so the teaching within this tradition, Guru Nanak gives you, is change the words that are in your head. He said, Shabad is the Guru. So what he says is, use a mantra or a wisdom word, a phrase of something that just says, I'm not dealing with all of this stuff right now. I just pick one phrase and I just repeat it. Because I know if I don't have something in my mind, then my mind is going to start talking about all the other things that it needs to think about. So I'm just going to take one phrase. And the easiest mantra that I say that anyone should start with, if they're not familiar with just reciting one word again and again, just start with thank you. So I'm giving myself the space to say, yes, I know I have to deal with all these things, but I'm just giving myself some time where I'm learning to not have to carry all of that stuff. So sit just for a couple of minutes a day and just say thank you, thank you, thank you. And see if you can be comfortable not carrying all those thoughts. Because if you've been carrying them for such a long time, you're actually so used to carrying it that you're not willing to put them down. You have to learn to be willing to put them down. You're not solving the problems, you're not getting rid of your problems. You're simply saying, I don't have to carry them all the time. And you'll try and do it before you sleep, and you'll notice how much better you sleep at night.